This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the Gith's eyes.
Oh! My head! What is this? Skvar, you are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive. Have you forgotten yourself? Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers. We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the Giths. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come. We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Holy hells! Another one.
Lay time, I miss her.
Demaze!
Come, I miss her. Now.
Enough gawking. Get me down. The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. You will join me. We must find a creche. Our people possess the cure for this infection. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. This means a creche is near. An ally from Creche Kalir. Few know such fortune. You will call me Lae'zel. Come, we find this Zoru, and we ask where he has seen our kin. A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I did not expect you to prove quite so fragile. Be quick about your rest. We must locate a creche. A thick-headed notion in a complex circumstance. Do you suppose the parasites inside us dare to rest? That the Geich do not still pursue us with each peal of the bell? Take your rest. I will stand watch. Should a single tentacle split your skull, I will not hesitate to end you. Chatter already, Tusky? We were flayed, beaten, burned, and poisoned in our training. It is our duty to withstand suffering, and our pleasure to conquer it. Come, we must locate a creche. Observe everything. Assume nothing. Your ignorance concerns me. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find our kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass. I was trained on Kreshkalir, among the tears of Selûne. Of this place, I know all too little. Ceramorphosis takes all of you. Mind, body, soul. An ordinary tadpole would eat at your memories until they were lost to the void. But our tadpoles are far from ordinary. I wonder if another factor's in play. Many a good warrior savors the scent of blood in the air. There's no shame in a capricious murder now and again. Too many, though, and you waste energy and dull your weapon. My suggestion, attack with purpose and savor your kills. And if the urge proves too much, well, I'm sure we can find you a goblin or two to carve up.
By Mordai's eyes, more of them. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kreshkalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow. Lower. You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldursgate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Oh, you're not going to eviscerate him? I was hoping for a show.
Cool your blood. I'll indulge you soon enough.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait. Tch. A shell so thin requires little to crack it. The teeth sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By Vlaakith's covenant, I know little more.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. Your hands shake as they reach upward. Your forehead remains drenched no matter how much you wipe.
Chukilgate Vlaakith Mazathok! Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust. Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. Lae'zel's fear grips you. Not fear of death, but fear of insignificance. the great warrior Lae'zel, a failure to her kind. She will wield no silver sword, ride no red dragon, forever unknown to the great Lich Queen Vlaakith.
I will not let the Geich take me. I will earn Vlaakith's honor. I will wait. But know this, I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
Glick. I had a dream. As we all did, I suspect. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise, it is Geich deception. A wise choice. These parasites are a threat to be destroyed, not an opportunity to be exploited. I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland. Yes, all that is true. I am cold as the sea of night. But you have stoked fires I didn't know I possessed. I swear, you would tear the horns off one dragon for plunging into another. You've gained my respect, and more still, my yearning. When I come near, your odor alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end. Good. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later, but I want it all the same. Do you?
Yes.
Perhaps one night soon, I will come to your bunk and take what is mine. Until that night comes, I shall keep enjoying your scent. Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zaithis can cleanse an embedded tadpole. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithis purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Or you simply weren't listening. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more, infinities upon infinities. Now I have seen you enlightened, I will report your progress to Vlaakith herself once I ascend. If you must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. Think of how many bruises you've inflicted, how much blood you've drawn in the undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel. I am what I must be, say what I must be, to survive every beast I face and every wound I bear. I've come to sate you, and be sated. I lead, you follow. So you think. Let's see if you're right. You are a child of Gith. You train relentlessly. You know your body inside and out. It is time you knew mine.
close your eyes and submit. I am ready.
You awake in pain. Your back, your hands, even your tongue ache.
It's time to rise. Dawn is upon us. Of course, I'm as extraordinary a lover as I am a warrior. You are a fit specimen yourself, kin. Fit enough to wield a silver sword of your own, should Vlaakith be so generous. My hunger is sated for now, yes. I might even lay you again, should my whims so take me. Up now. Your moment's over.
Every breath, every blink proves exhausting. A long day awaits you.
Curious. I took of you completely. Yet your body seems no more worse for wear. Perhaps I might find use for it again. I'll consider it if I am in need of relief. Until then, I'll enjoy watching you squirm from the anticipation of it. Ever since we shared each other's flesh, I've caught you looking at me with lidded eyes. And either like a coward or a fool, you tremble. Perhaps the parasite has weakened you. Or perhaps you still long for my taste. I never promised more than a night, though I can't deny the lure of your taste. Sweet, yes, but also bitter as ginger. Tempt me. You are exceptional amongst our pack. You are clearly their leader, and they look to you for guidance. That I admire. Very well. I will claim you once you have taken to rest. Why would a lesser act spark greater desire in you? Overheated grappling that wastefully eats into time better spent resting our muscles. And you've never strangled a Berbeline with your bare hands. I'll keep your request in mind. Perform well, and perhaps I'll consider it. Enough! I have given you my word. Do not be late.
Lae'zel appears at your bunk, her eyes raging with desire. You suspect you won't be getting much sleep tonight.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. I smell their blood on you still. I smell your moisture. A glorious reward for a glorious battle. Go on, have your fun. And do not wipe away a single bead of sweat. It's intoxicating.
To a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles. Your body aches pleasingly with the memory of past bruises. Perhaps it is the same for her.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
A red dragon. I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A crash must be near. Come, my kin await. Nonsense. They will lead us to the cure we seek. Rider, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding. For I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child.
Lae'zel.
Lae'zel. Proud. Regal, even. You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say. A Ghaik vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon that Voss seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. Her mind focuses. The Gith's suspicions cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is right within their grasp.
Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
You honor me with this duty, Kithrak. I shall alert my caretaker with haste.
The Kithrak nods, content with Lae'zel's answer.
You serve your queen well, child. Take your slaves and hunt those who escaped the Ghaik ship. They must carry the weapon. I fly now to Vlaakith, our undying queen. She will see your faith rewarded in this plane and ours. To Danos! To the sky!
You did well to intervene, vexed as I am to admit it. The Gestil Kithrak would have flayed our skin and left our carcasses to burn in the sun. All for the sake of the artifact that we carry. The creche is near, this much we know. We follow the path forward and into the valley. No one, not even the ignoble Gestil Kithrak, will keep me from my purification. You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Walk away. Now. I won't warn you again.
That artifact is an heirloom of my people. Likely she spilled Githyanki blood in order to steal it. This cannot stand.
Heirloom? Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites. Be glad I have it.
This matter concerns both of us, kin. Shadowheart has deceived us.
Nonsense. You're just finally showing what you really are. A reaver to the bone.
Spare your indignity. Every word that spills from your mouth is worth less than the last. Incorrect. Judicious bloodletting settles feuds and roots out the weak, the deceitful.
Do you hear this, tribe? Our lives are at stake, and she wants us to turn on each other.
No others. Just you and me. She carries an heirloom of our people. She must explain herself.
She's deluded. As are you, should you show her your allegiance.
Lies upon more lies.
It's too late. You can't appease them. We have to do what's right for us. The artifact stays with me.
You think this can be settled with just words?
No. Honor demands I take something from you. The bad blood must be purged. A jewel come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need it. You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned. She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
Can I do that, Lae'zel? Can I turn my back on you?
Never. Thieves aren't afforded such luxury.
Loosen the grip on your pride for one blasted moment, won't you? We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
It is over where I am concerned. I said we no longer quarrelled. I have not said we must trust her. Watch her with keen eyes. One wrong move, and we act. I'll consider it if I am in need of relief. Until then, I'll enjoy watching you squirm from the anticipation of it. This devil Raphael flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy. Vlaakith bestows no greater honor. I was born to wield the Kithrak silver sword. I will earn my queen's favor, and I will conquer every layer of hell should she command it. The Geich are our mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase, to penetrate the hells. This is unusual. But let us not question the wisdom of our queen. We can see but to the horizon. Vlaakith's sight pierces the many plains.
A disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tissue markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense of... No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but I've solved the pattern. It's a story. About Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Yes. Famed and long dead, the fool traitor. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it. Very well. I will read it to you. The Prince of the Comet, Part 1. So it was that we were free from Geich shackles and turned our blades on each other. The heavens were shattered, and one great empire was divided in two. Gith traveled to the Hells to broker help for her people, her cause. Vlaakith would have you believe Mother Gith proclaimed her our queen. Lies. Gith made no such proclamation. Vlaakith seized the empire against the mother's wishes. But Gith had nurtured a son, Orpheus, Prince of the Comet, the true heir. He knew Vlaakith's treachery. Orpheus rallied Gith's honor guard and declared the throne for himself. The War of the Comet had begun. Disregard this drivel. Gith declared Vlaakith Queen of the Empire, and her own son defied her. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich. She did nothing of the sort. Thank your good fortunes I'm a tolerant woman, or I'd have sliced off a few toes for suggesting it. Wait, these markings. Tirsu script scratched in the ground. As I expected, a creche must be nested in the temple below. We must go there at once. Very well, you may lead. But if we stray too far that our chance is lost, I'll make my way there alone.
That's enough! On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Forward, carefully. These cultists have the creche on high alert. Faithful Gish! Vlaakith Gorg Shkathzai!
Shkathzai. We were not expecting visitors, kin. What brings you here? If that is so, you succeed where others have failed. Produce this weapon and you may pass. Forgive me, Rastil. Our nerves are somewhat heightened with the Inquisition's presence. Go. Seek Inquisitor Bawogaz within. Chamazala Vlaakith!
This place is enlightening. My own creche, Kalir, is remote and sunless, cloaked in the silence of wild space. My Savage would find this one altogether too genial. This place is...
Your mind connects with Lae'zel's, and together you envision the Githyanki disc.
Another part of the Orpheus tale. This one has been translated to Common. Fine. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, Gestil Kithrak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince, there's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus. He would never have deigned to threaten a youngling, a waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. We must scout the crash. The purifier, the safest, will be in the infirmary. Dispiriting is a strong word. Unusual, most certainly. Kalir's clutch held 36 eggs, more or less, though I've learned of creches that harbored 100. Nor have I. They come to the material plane just long enough to pass their eggs. They must, of course. The eggs could never mature in the astral plane where time barely passes. It is a great honor to be chosen as Shukiani. One that I hope is never bestowed on me. Indeed. Perhaps you might have paid more mind to your teacher. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Vertical incision from pineal eye to end of notochord. Intestinal coloration consistent with samples 231 to 259. If you require treatment, take a seat, Kin. Or do you have a question?
Go on. You know what we require.
Well then. Cursed is the day that even we become gate incubators. Tell me, how long have you been infected? A sign that your cognitive abilities are not so robust as they appear. Still, you appear to be functioning far beyond the capacity of others I've observed in your condition. How fascinating. Either your tadpole is special, or you are. We must find out which. Go to the Safesk. I will ensure you're cured. The apparatus at the top of those stairs. Quickly now. Time is of the essence.
A eulitharid skull refashioned for cleansing. The Zaithisk. Purity at long last.
The Zaithisk. Vlaakith's purity distilled. My duty. My right.
The device is an ingenious synthesis of illithid anatomy and metal alloys. It hums with psionic energy, hinting at paths into unknown minds and unseen planes.
Stand aside! My time has come. Praise Vlaakith. Let it be done.
You're infected too, child? Sit, Rastil. Let the Safesk end your suffering. You must focus on the parasite at all times. The Zaithisk will do the rest.
An unseen blade cleaves your mind in two. Impossible pain sears your bones and body in concert with Lae'zel's. The Zaithisk's psionic forces batter Lae'zel's thoughts. There is no chance she will survive this unscathed.
Yes, child. Speak the Talaket. Meditate on its verses.
You feel Lae'zel's mind rip and rupture. Is this purification? Is this the cure?
Vlaakith kasivim chrath croshet!
You share in Lae'zel's agony. Every cell within her skull bursts into a constellation of fragments, sorted and reassembled. Lae'zel will die if she remains.
Yes, child. Jamar, Zala, Vlaakith, call to your queen!
My queen! Hear me!
Get her away from that thing! Now!
Your vision narrows. You sense myriad spectres of Githyanki past. This is their fate. This is their anguish.
Yes, child. Faith her will.
Your marrow quakes within your bones. Behind the pain, a new sensation rises. Power.
Remove her!
My queen! Make me whole!
Enough!
Damn it all! The parasite. I still feel it. I am Githyanki. I will not be Geich.
My life's work gone. And yet she lives. And so does her parasite.
Her voice cuts with a fanatical edge, an obsession bordering on mania. If there's a chance the parasite lives, she wants it.
Really? Then all this destruction was a symptom of its power? Incredible. I am disappointed that we could not extract it alive. It would have been an exceptional specimen. In any case, the problem is resolved. Leave me. I must salvage what I can.
I followed protocol. I kept to my faith. Yet the Zaithisk might have killed me. Someone must have tampered with it. An aberrance I can't begin to comprehend. This Zaithisk is a deviation. It was altered. There is no other explanation. Now hurry. We must go to the Charai and inform him of the Zaithisk's tampering. Honored Kithrak, may Vlaakith show us truth.
You are not familiar to me, Rastil. Do you bring news of the weapon?
She speaks the truth, Kithrak.
A Sharlak? Among us? Whom would you accuse? The Gustil? A strong accusation from the mouth of a Vin Isk. The very same said to hold the weapon we seek. Shema Zala Vlaakith. Give it to me!
No. No!
Yes. There it is. Exactly as described. The Inquisition will finally come to an end. Trickery? Heresy? How did you... You manipulate it when I cannot? You are forbidden to leave. Report to the Inquisitor at once. Deliver the prism. Do not try to leave, or it will be your death.
My Arden spoke of one of our kin that escaped a crashing Geich slave vessel.
Charai. Vlaakith's justice in flesh.
You have accomplished much, child. I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. I suspect you plucked something precious from the Geich ship. Something our queen has been looking for. The weapon. Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you. The Jrai speaks. You must obey.
You mean the grand design? The restoration of the Illithid Empire? Why, it is of the utmost importance. But the weapon is the solution. I have heard it directly from Queen Vlaakith herself. It is how we will stop the Mind Flayers before they destroy us all. Hand it over. The grand design is what all Gaik seek. The restoration of the Illithid Empire, which spanned the entirety of the multiverse. For centuries, their elder brains sought to bring back their dominion. Every plot they hatched, we stopped. But now they are close to succeeding. Never before could they pause ceremorphosis. Never before could they let the infections spread undetected. This is what we have all been training for. You saw the thralls gathered on the Gaik ship. It was a vision of the future. Luckily, our queen is here to guide us. She will lead us to victory. So, the weapon. Please.
Don't give it to him. No!
So it is found.
Vlaakith Gorg Shkathzai.
My queen. Shkathzai.
You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel.
The Deathless Queen has spoken. You will obey.
These attendants you keep, you taught them well, my child. My Lae'zel.
Chma Zala Vlaakith. You know me.
Erlon of Kalir speaks most highly, as did Achaya before. You seek purity. I may yet grant it. Child of Gith, you carry what is mine. Do I call you loyal servant or thief? Extend your fealty one step further, and you will be rewarded beyond your mortal reckoning. That weapon you carry, the astral prism, it is corrupted.
I will cleanse it for you, my queen. Tell me how.
There is someone inside. Their mind is warped, broken, a blight. They are an agent of the grand design, sent to sabotage the astral prism. Our last defense against the return of the Illithid Empire. As long as they live, the prison is compromised. Kill them! Do this, and I will cleanse you and your allies. Do this, and ascend!
Ascension. My queen. An honor gained. A burden borne. You must accept. Refuse, and you will know my fury.
Use the Planecaster's power to enter the artifact. Be wary of the creature's lying tongue. Cut it out if you must. Wargas, they are not to leave until it is done.
As you say, my queen.
Shma Zala Vlaakith. We will not waste a second.
Heat pulses out of the astral prism as it begins to flower. Your mind burns hot with excitement. A feeling of belonging stirs within you, a fold in reality, a pocket of the astral plane.
Boundless. Timeless. Like every dream that ever was stitched together. It is home.
Come. We will talk in private. Just the two of us. Suit yourself. But only the leader of your group is coming in. I will not allow anyone else.
If it must be so, it must be so. Do not fail me. Do not fail us.
I may have made a mistake, trusting you. I told you to stay away from the Githyanki, but you just couldn't help yourself. Could you? And now, you've come here to murder me. I told you I stole the artifact from someone. Well, I stole it from Vlaakith. Since then, she has become desperate. Vlaakith wants me dead because I know her secret. It is a secret so great that if her people ever found out, that would be the end of her rule, the end of her. That same secret is how I've been protecting you from the Absolute. I can hear your thoughts. You think I'm lying. Vlaakith warned you that I would try to deceive you. But consider this. What reason have I to deceive you? I want the same thing as you. Freedom. I'm on your side. I have been since the very beginning. I really thought you wouldn't. We could have been so much more. But you had to choose this. So, you are not to be trusted. I don't intend to make a habit of conversing with my killer, so I will be brief. Your survival depends on mine, and mine on yours. It's less than ideal, but it is where we stand. I know a secret that Vlaakith never wants to be revealed. It is the reason she mobilized her people to retrieve the astral prism. It is why she sent you to kill me, and why she will kill you once you leave this place. Since we are both dependent on your ability to survive that, you would do well to remember that without me, you would become a mind flayer. Now leave. I have a battle to return to.
Speak. Have you killed our queen's enemy? Unkillable. I don't believe you. Show me your mind.
Your mind tingles. Lae'zel seeks entrance. Your thoughts become one. She sees the truth of your confrontation in an instant.
Vlaakith Tafkinazin. I see only madness. My queen knows my faith. She would never condemn me. We must go to the Trai. He will summon Vlaakith. She must know of this apostate.
Lae'zel, I've been waiting. You are named Hashalak. Bend your head, for my blade is ready.
Trai, please, summon Vlaakith. There's much...
Irrelevant, Gaik wretch. The Queen has spoken. Your death is decreed.
You realize what Lae'zel doesn't. Whatever the outcome of your visit to the astral prism, Vlaakith had no intention of letting either of you live.
Vlaakith. Vlaakith! I have wielded your fury as a blade, roared your wrath as a dragon. You promised ascension. Yet I crawl among my own people, low as an asp's belly. Shkageth! I followed your path. What good? This heart of stone, for it to be shattered. She tests me. A trial of faith. Kalir prepared me. Only the heaviest souls soar to the astral. Yes. Yes. I might gain Vlaakith's favor yet. Silence! I must think. Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kia Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen. I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Shkaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
A fool stumbles without cause. A hero serves a cause without question. I am neither. Clear of heart, clear of mind, and bound by no master. Now, you must listen. The prism's tenant can put an end to Vlaakith's tyranny. They must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldursgate. I'll be waiting in a tap room called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of our people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith-Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the Ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it. Yes, I am Vlaakith's will!
Your choice has been made. Atarzith!
Ilvos, Vlaakith Mazarthok. The traitor is dead. Zai, Zai, Zai!
Voss was a heretic. You can no more extinguish the Undying Queen than you can the constellations.
My queen, by the dead of night and the red of blood, I have felled Voss, Jastil Hasharlak, the traitor supreme. This is how I will regain your favor. I have honored the 10,000 protocols. I will ascend.
So we will, though I don't yet know when or how. Until then, her warriors will hunt us. If they can't see reason, they'll see the gleam of a blade as it severs their necks. Protect yourself. For now, we've no other choice. When she hears the truth, Vlaakith will absolve us. No. Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor, not this craven conspiracy Voss tried to poison us with. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the astral, not devoured by our queen like meat at the feast table. Vlaakith is no tyrant. A tyrant cracks her whip and eradicates the weak for her own advance. Queen Vlaakith does so to prevent Geich insurgents. We Githyanki are the bulwark preventing Illithid advance across the 16 plains. One crack, and the bulwark collapses. The Undying Queen is ruthless because she has to be. Thanks to her, we endure. All of us. I can't say. What matters is that they are a threat to Queen Vlaakith. And like any threat, it must be eliminated. We must find a way. At first, I thought he might crave power and control. The reins to 1,000 dragons and the helms of 1,000 spelljammer vessels. But I fear he sought something even more insidious. To hand the Githyanki Empire to the Geich. If the prism's occupant could bring such a horror to pass, I will exterminate them with prejudice. We must press forward. First, let's deal with Ketheric. Then, I will find a way to prove my faith to the Undying Queen. Don't say a word. Just listen. A parasite grips my mind. My own people hunt me. But I am gnawed by an even greater torment. You. My thoughts are hallowed ground. Yet you've crawled your way in, uninvited. I'm obsessed by the ground under your feet and the wind over your head. I see your face just before I sleep and after I wake. I ask myself, are you worthy? Shakfonas do. There is only one way for you to prove it. A fine sentiment, but I require more. We fight.
I test you in battle. Dance with me, bleed with me, bruise me so that you might possess me. Go on, best me. Incredible. I should be humiliated. I should know the shame of defeat. I am Lae'zel. But you are just still. You were stronger. I was steel. And you were silver. You are mine. Say the words. Source of my bruises. I'm listening. A pleasure more carnal than the smell of a fresh kill. One day, I will achieve ascension, and I will revel in the psalms sung in Vlaakith's court. Until then, you will be my ecstasy. Exquisite, isn't it? The pain is a mutual promise branded on our flesh and bone. Inside your every wound lives my obsession. Inside my every wound lives your passion. A Gaith colony, or something close to it. You'll find no place more repellent in all the plains. It is as we knew. Our people have turned their blades against us. Vlaakith tests my might and my nerve. I will prove to her that my weapon is keen and my muscles are strong. Each raider I fell will bring me closer to my queen.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned Gaith. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Jastil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled his mother Gith to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of your people. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some of your people still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as you believed him dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the rest of your people ever find out what she's done, there will be civil war. Your queen will be finished.
Vlaakith is eternal. My people would not be swayed by this false prince.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Gaeth visitor that Vlaakith would destroy. It is Orpheus, the traitor prince, the Lae'zel. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. Let us remember our history together. Long ago, when we rose up against our Gaeth slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom our people now call Queen. Vlaakith Karsivhim Hrathkrashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. Orpheus is Gith's renegade spawn, a Gaeth thrall who would return us to our slavers. He convinced his own mother's honor guard to join a coup against Vlaakith I. He would have fed our empire to the Illithids had he succeeded. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the traitor's with us, controlled by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would hand Vlaakith's dominion to his Gaeth masters. The astral plane would be first to fall. The others would soon follow. Entirely. Vlaakith Karsivhim Hrathkrashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. This is the creed. I will not abandon all 10,000 protocols over one sovereign secret. The seed and the sower. He is a Gaeth puppet cloaked in Githyanki skin, and the most powerful mind master known to our people. One word from his scheming lips and the people would doubt. 2 words and they would rage. 3 words and they would bow to the false prince. The Githyanki would be slaves once more, and one by one, the plains would fall to the Gaeth. The spirits of the fallen be my witness. I will find the means of reaching the prince through his domed prison. And when I return to the astral prism, I will slay him in the name of the undying Queen Vlaakith. What about him? I'm embarrassed you'd fall for such an obvious trick. You probably believe the Illithid's twaddle about Vlaakith usurping Gith's throne as well. The astral prison contains not 1, but 2 atrocities. They will use you and abuse you at every opportunity. There is one truth, Vlaakith's truth. Everything else is apostasy. As loathsome as it is, the Emperor slipped one fact into its slurry of lies. Orpheus can disrupt a Gaeth hive mind, one talent of many that drove the Illithids to enthrall him. The prince is a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Vlaakith was no fool. Why destroy a weapon like that when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of the Githyanki people's end has been ripped from the venerable queen. Better to kill Orpheus than to risk the enemy wielding his power, whether that enemy be Gaeth or the Dead Three. Orpheus is honor guard, loyal to the end, and trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. So loyal, so beguiled, they were blind to his treason. The Honor Guard's deaths were inevitable, as is the death of their gay-enthralled prince. I know my mission. Nothing will turn me from it. Vlaakith has a plan, and she knows what part I must play. And she cannot reward me if I hand the Empire to the illithid thrall called Orpheus. Protocol 301. Neither death nor undeath may be a hindrance to Vlaakith's blessing. Vlaakith will know my unfaltering faith. Neither death nor the Absolute will keep me from accomplishing my duty. Voss was meeting someone in Sharess's caress. Someone who possesses the key to Orpheus's prison. We should find them at once.
The city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Yes, but be warned. I play to win.
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. Glorious. Your bond is sweeter than nature's dew. I see you, know you, but do you know one another? Lae'zel, passion of the heart and blade wage war in her soul. Listen, think. What does she most desire?
You know me as I know myself. Glory be to my queen.
Your bond beats in pleasure. It is an honor to behold. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what is the Githyanki's fondest memory?
A fateful night. I'm not apt to forget it, or who spent it with me.
Our touch has been that of sunlight, but now we must ask the deep, the difficult. Life is brief, finite. When the warrior dies, what legacy will she leave behind?
Quite right. This is my fate, wrought by loyalty, entrusted to Vlaakith. I should know not to underestimate you.
You see me with clear eyes and an open mind.
I press my finger to your bond and find a shield. Impenetrable. It is beautiful. Your love is one few have. Cherish it. Go in peace, seedlings, and know that you made one whose heart was long quiet beat with love anew.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Such an eager little pup. Surely you realize there is an exchange to be made. You scratch my back, I scratch your parasite.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I don't want to free him. I want to kill him.
Lae'zel of Kalir, do you think you can take a blade to the prince while the illithid still binds him? Goodness no. If you wish Gith's long-suffering son dead, you need the hammer. Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic, a crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged, but only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar, we should do as the devil asks. I cannot slay Orpheus if I cannot break him free.
What? You can't be serious.
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The
The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. Perfect! One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe until then. Your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my house of hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a diabolus can offer some comfort, or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
I'd sooner have imagined shattering a planet with my bare fist than taking a deal with a devil. But we shouldn't regret the bargain, not for one instant. Raphael can have his crown, if it means breaking Orpheus free and slicing him open. The Emperor can't shut us out forever. The closer the Elder Brain, the closer we come to killing Orpheus in his own astral prison. When the opportunity comes, we'll return to the prism. Until then, keep the hammer close. Vlaakith, my queen.
I named you Hasharlak, yet you still call me queen.
Venerable Vlaakith, please, I beg you to listen. I seek...
My forgiveness. Yes, I know. And I might yet grant it. I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Your parasites resonate. You feel Lae'zel's ecstasy as she moves to kneel before your undying queen. Water and blood. They envelop you, they drag you downward. You are submerged in past, present, and future. In this endless sea of understanding, you find truth. There is no cleansing, no ascension, no chosen. Vlaakith will take Lae'zel's life essence and yours for herself.
Shmarzala, Vlaakith. Your grace is my honor. Orpheus will die by my hand.
and I will take my rightful place at your side.
One promise. One drop in the astral sea. Do not fail me, for you would not survive the flood to follow.
It is done. My faith is acknowledged. My destiny set in slate. Vlaakith's mercy is as rare as the disciple who earns it. My queen, my eternal regent, through your eternal wisdom, I will be legend. Vlaakith Gork Shkatsai! Zai, Zai, Zai! O Queen, you've heard my cries. Now, I heed your sacred mission. I will hammer Orpheus free from his chains, and I will cleave him from brain to belly. Chamar Zala Vlaakith! So it is. Vlaakith's left hand and her right, commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart to Vlaakith been anointed. Once Orpheus is slain, I will take my place in Castle Susurrus as Bart to Vlaakith II. Every Githyanki and every red dragon shall know me by the name. I'm not surprised. You've become death incarnate. Mighty, yes, and altogether unpredictable and intractable. One day, perhaps soon, Baal will demand your fealty. You'll either muster the strength to defy him, or you will succumb. I know how I'd choose. Shak Vonash do. I thought I'd seen the whole of you. Mighty as Tiamat's dragons, monumental as the one in the void. But now, I see more in you still. You are iron and steel, yes, but you are also silk and satin. Soon, I would know you again. Not to claw you, but to caress you. Not to be burned in your heat, but to be bathed in your warmth. As have I. Truthfully, it took more courage to ask for a soft touch than it would to meet the gaze of the ninefold dragon. Thus far I've taunted you, devoured you, battled you. Now, I want more than anything to soothe you. Is something burdening you? You have vanquished the Slayer, as I knew you would. You are strong. You are mighty. You are you. Get up. There's something you should see. Everything's fine, trust me. Now come. Watch. I used to hate that sight. The glowing sky, the long shadows, the fading stars. I lived for the red of blood and the black of death. Now, I see the colors between. You showed them to me. Thank you for that. But... Skvar! I thought this would be easier. I can't deny that I feel for you. But you are... a distraction. I belong to Vlaakith. I cannot be yours. You cannot be mine. I value you as a friend, as an ally. But my future lies only in the red and black.
better this way. Trust me. Jacques Fonashdu, source of my bruises.
I have something to ask.
I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can make only one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Elithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
Assimilate him? Skvar! We must drive a blade through the foul prince's belly.
If you kill Orpheus now, you will doom yourself to be the Netherbrain's thrall. You cannot approach the brain without the prince's protection. I can consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain, his powers. The process would kill him.
The traitor prince dead at last. My queen's mission fulfilled. No, I will not accept it. This cannot be the only way. Vlaakith will provide.
Is this not the outcome your queen wanted, Lae'zel? A reward will be yours for the taking. The prince will be dead, and we will still stand a chance against the Netherbrain. Now, give me the stones.
Within the recesses of your mind, another possibility sparks. You might refuse the Emperor and break Orpheus free with the hammer. You can defeat the Netherbrain with the Prince as an ally. Afterwards, Lae'zel can strike down Prince Orpheus. Vlaakith's bidding will be done.
You still don't trust me. After all we've been through, remember, I have been your salvation from the very beginning. Your knight in shining armor. I freed you from the Nautiloid, prevented you from crashing to your death. I have protected you ever since, at no small cost to myself. I came to you as a leader, but I did not shy away from showing you vulnerability. I needed you as much as you needed me. I was not above recognizing this. When you discovered my true identity, I did not flinch from the truth. I never lied to you, not once. I am just like you. We have the same enemy, the same story. I encouraged you to fulfill your potential, all while protecting you from harm. Now I ask you for the last time to trust me. Release the Netherstones to me.
You feel Lae'zel's parasite tremble. Her mind speaks directly to yours.
There is another path. We yet hold the hammer. We might still free Orpheus and strike him down.
You're lying. His chains are unbreakable. The only way to break them is... No. Impossible. You would have had to make a deal with the devil himself, and if you had, I would know. I've had access to your thoughts the entire... Charis's caress. You took the devil's deal and lied to me. And there I was thinking you trusted me. It is a shame we could not have cooperated. Your powers of manipulation are quite something. Very well. Since you will not work with me, you work against me. You leave me no option but to join the Netherbrain.
We can free Orpheus. The gate is gone. Our mission is set. Smash the crystals with the Orphic hammer. Once the Fell Prince is free, we'll strike him down. The age of Vlaakith will last eternal.
As the Githyanki prince takes his blade, a silent cry pierces your head. A psionic scream to the astral plane.
You reek of Illithid. You stole an unborn hatchling from your own people. And you slaughtered my honor guard. Nonetheless, it seems we must be allies.
The traitor prince, Vlaakith's would-be usurper. Speaking with him is pointless. He knows only the language of Gaeth heresy.
Make no mistake. Were it not for our common goal, I would strangle you where you stand. Your very existence tests my self-restraint. I will neither forgive nor forget your abuse of my powers. That is true. And it would have been the honorable outcome for one destined to become Gaek. You had the opportunity to surrender yourself to my honor guard. They would have given you a noble end. They would have freed me, and I would have stopped the Elder Brain before it evolved into a Nether Brain. All that suffering, avoidable, were it not for the choices you made. Yes, I do. The Gaek was correct about one thing. The Netherbrain's power is beyond us. The hardest metal in the world would not cut through its mind, for it is made of thought itself. At this point, it will take an Illithid to unleash the full potential of the Netherstones.
I've heard enough! My queen demands your head. It is time I take it.
Just as I was free, I will do it. I will become Illithid. I will sacrifice my soul for my people. I will end the grand design.
And yet you will live, a Gaeth thrall wearing the skin of his masters at long last.
Is this what you think? That I am an agent of the Illithid Empire?
It is etched in slate. So says Vlaakith, and so it must be. My mission is eternal, immutable. Our path ends here, K'Choki. On this day, Gith's son shall perish by my hands.
A moment passes, and you feel Lae'zel relent.
Orpheus, rotten seed of Great Mother Gith, shame of the Empire. No sight makes me sicker, no name kindles such rage. If I'm to end the Netherbrain and its grand design, it seems I must call you ally. But I will never call you my prince.
Then we've nothing to discuss, disciple of Vlaakith. Instead, witness the sight of true sacrifice. The Netherbrain will be only too pleased to claim me. Even in my darkest hours, I knew it was my destiny to save my people. I could never have imagined this would be the way. Givkar Tavkim crushed.
All to wield these. Let us seek out the nether brain and finish this. Once the grand design is ended, kill me. It is the very least you can do.
Blazing wonder, to stand together and behold the sky swarming with red dragons. Listen close, and you can almost hear them roaring Queen Vlaakith's blessed name. The parasite, it's withered, dead along with the nether brain. I am cleansed. I will never be a filthy geich. You, Orpheus, abomination. You have served your purpose. Now you will die.
Do what you must. I cannot live in this skin any longer.
He paid the ultimate price to save our lives. That should count for something, Lae'zel.
Save your sympathy. He is a Sharlak, traitor and geich. You made a promise to me when we freed him, and I intend to hold you to it, as I hold myself bound to my queen. Though I may call you ally, I do not need your blessing to fulfill my duty.
Shema Zala Vlaakith!
It is done. A fitting death for a traitor. To slay a geich was my sworn duty. To kill Orpheus was my privilege. My people are leaving, and I must leave with them. I must call out to Tunorath. My ascension's at hand. So you have. Now focus your mind. Hear my words. I will speak the right. Vlaakith Barnazin. Vlaakith Ixaith. Vlaakith Trinazaji!
A pocket of psionic energy reaches out from your mind to the astral plane. Lae'zel has spoken and been heard.
dragons to carry us to Tunarath. The Queen's covenant is fulfilled. Come. The dragons will know the way.
You shiver, perhaps out of fear, excitement, elation, or all three. In the distant reaches of your mind, Vlaakith calls out her eternal promise. You will know the names of the stars and the will of the cosmos. You will ascend.